and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Go that, please don't go that. Go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that. Me.
Ayy, they hit my designer for sneaks. Double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure. I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Bitch at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cole and Brianna, been parking their top box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Go that, please don't go that. Go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, go that, me.
Don't get the dark 'cause the feds on it. Don't get the dark 'cause the feds on it.
Get down.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth, but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she one of them. She pay a bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all okay. I drop with the whole world sing. Rock when I do like this, it's the big block door.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough. Hey.
24 kind VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the clubs. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Come on, lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got his swerve in his missing every raindrop? Hit him with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these, I got diamonds in my socks. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, twerk it if you know that off. Deep dive and I get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and the running back. Used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and the rough.
Reason I'm rich, never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on it, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own. When you
Welcome to Maddencast. We're here today because our guy Cap accomplished something away from the field that's bigger than all of us. He's this year's recipient of the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And I've been critical of Cap's on-the-field performance, but there's no knocking his off-the-field impact. I love when guys get back to the community.
That's right. Well done, Cap. And RC, you were the Pittsburgh Steelers nominee in 2012. Can you speak to that from your experience, what this award means?
As athletes and leaders in our communities, it's our job to reach back and help those who support us each and every Sunday, and make no mistake about it, this is the NFL's marquee award.
You are 100% correct.
Cap, keep up the good work, and we'll follow you here on Maddencast. Welcome to Maddencast. We're here today because our guy Cap accomplished something away from the field that's bigger than all of us. He's this year's recipient of the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
And I've been critical of Cap's on-the-field performance, but there's no knocking his off-the-field impact. I love when guys get back to the community.
That's right. Well done, Cap. And RC, you were the Pittsburgh Steelers nominee in 2012. Can you speak to that from your experience, what this award means?
As athletes and leaders in our communities, it's our job to reach back and help those who support us each and every Sunday, and make no mistake about it, this is the NFL's marquee award.
You are 100% correct.
Cap, keep up the good work. Welcome to a Super Bowl edition of Maddencast. The Super Bowl is this week, a few days away. Freddie T, what can you expect from Cap?
Well, RC, I think the only thing we can guarantee that there will be a moment a player, a team, or a coach becomes immortalized. You know, like the Philly special or the helmet catch. It's going to happen.
Goodness, Freddie, you better watch your back with these Patriots fans start with those two moments.
Yeah, Chan, well, let me just throw in the 28-3 comeback against Atlanta, the name-it guarantee, and RC's old teammates, James Harrison. Big plays are going to happen.
Yeah, this is a game I never got a chance to play in, but this is the game you dream about, you pray about being a part of your entire life.
This is the pinnacle of the sport. This is how you become the GOAT. There is a guy out there with 7 of these. Will Cap perform to that standard? We'll see, and we'll have it all here for you on Maddencast.
Okay, newest, don't compare me to these.
Welcome to Maddencast. The year-end awards are in, and despite what Chan thought, our guy Cap was named Rookie of the Year.
I've had some questions about Cap, but this is a well-deserved award. He balled out all season. My doubt was put to sleep. Fred, you was right.
I know I was right. The kid can ball, but I'm glad you see it that way. Now, Cap, you got to build on it. It's Rookie of the Year this year, and next year, Chan, League MVP.
League MVP? You always get carried away, bro.
Because there's a lot of recent track record on guys who've made that type of leap from year 1 to year 2. Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, they both pulled it off.
It looks like this debate won't end anytime soon.
I'm starting to come around on the kid.
Because he gave you no choice.
Well, we'll keep you posted here on Maddencast. Welcome back to Maddencast. And our guy Cap was just named the Offensive Player of the Year, Freddie T.
Hey, as the only former offensive player in this trio, I can say it was well deserved. He got it done. He's a superstar.
I have my doubts, but I got to eat crow. This kid all season long carried his team, became one of the most dynamic and explosive players on the offensive side of the ball. You can't deny it.
Hey, we're in a golden age, in my opinion, of offensive greatness. So many great players, but Cap, he was better than all of them.
There were some guys that competed with him this year, but let me be honest, the voters got this one right.
The last guy to go back-to-back was Marshall Faulk of The Greatest Show on Turf. We'll see what Cap has in store next year, and we'll be right here on Maddencast. Welcome to Maddencast. We're here today because our guy Cap accomplished something away from the field that's bigger than all of us. He's this year's recipient of the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
And I've been critical of Cap's on-the-field performance, but there's no knocking his off-the-field impact. I love when guys get back to the community.
That's right. Well done, Cap. And RC, you were the Pittsburgh Steelers nominee in 2012. Can you speak to that from your experience, what this award means?
As athletes and leaders in our communities, it's our job to reach back.
I was in my face way, now it's like worth for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going ahead, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead, they be like, oh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions taught to seek dangers. Brave. Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face way. Now it's like worth for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like,
Welcome to a Super Bowl edition of Maddencast. The Super Bowl is this week, a few days away. Freddie T, what can you expect from Cap?
Well, RC, I think the only thing we can guarantee that there will be a moment a player, a team, or a coach becomes immortalized. You know, like the Philly special or the helmet catch. It's going to happen.
Goodness, Freddie, you better watch your back with these Patriots fans start with those two moments.
Yeah, Chan, well, let me just throw in the 28-3 comeback against Atlanta, the name it guarantee, and RC's old teammates, James Harrison. Big.
Yeah, all these shooters room just go, just like Diego. God.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it's still for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent.
I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction.
I would've did it.
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, I swear to God, you be tripping, I can't even do it, my God.
Welcome to a Super Bowl edition of Maddencast. The Super Bowl.
He played dumb, get his gone. Hit a crib, but he loving no red bone. Now I'm hard to reach, I'm about my cheese and move around with 2 phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the back. West, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking, then we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on. And they know they ain't seeing us. You put all of your opinion in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, ain't no getting up. I'm with some girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit. I draw that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they like young video. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You wanna feed, not anything under 18, just like Madden. From the club, she like 5'3", I think it ain't lit. You know we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us, we for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium, chillin', ain't gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the IA, I pray to God we don't lose control. Know I'm on a paper chase, my little whip on cruise control.
We got London on it.
Back in Week 15, the Cowboys lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Bills. Can Buffalo sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. As I've been all year long with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this has been brewing for a few years now, but the Bills are finally over the hump and back in the Super Bowl.
And as everyone in the Bills Mafia would tell you in a heartbeat, looking to win it for the first time ever. Remember, they went to 4 straight in the 90s, couldn't get the job done, but as you have said, they've been on the climb the last few seasons, and here they are, ready to close the deal.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait is over. This has been, of course, one of the preeminent. The Bills offense heading out here in the big one, the Super Bowl. And the focus of the offense all season long has been this man, their star wideout. And he was flat unconscious last week. I mean, all the touchdowns he had should be illegal. Something. All right. It's correct. Never seen a game like that for a receiver.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us. All the years in the league that we've covered, we haven't seen anything even approaching that. Possibly you could have sold me if you told me a running back did it, carrying the ball. We've seen things like that before. But out of a pass catcher, incredible. I mean, that's a great season in one game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 23 yards to pick up there. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who have been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Allen. And he's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 3 yards out. And the Bills are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Now he's loose at the 40, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Even against double coverage, he's found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He completes this to Sutton. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 10-7 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. And again, it's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are once again back in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now out come the Bills. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Allen to throw once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And Davis with it left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Allen again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
Quick slant to Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Allen now looks to throw. And it's caught. But he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The Bills going to take over now late in this 1st half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got... And that's caught inside the 30, inside the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. In motion right goes Sutton. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Open man, and again it's Sutton. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown! A big play there. 53 yards. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. Allen going to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. In motion right goes Sutton. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Yeah, here come the Bills. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. For that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To throw is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sutton. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Allen to throw. That's caught by Diggs. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Post-Super Bowl Maddencast, and our guy Cap just won the biggest game of his life.
Hey, RC, as the only Super Bowl champ among us, tell the people what's going on through Cap's mind right now.
He's going to look at his ring like 1 or 2 times and then get back to the grind because this feeling that he has right now, he wants it again.
RC, you were an undrafted dude, unlike Fred and myself. You had no expectations. Everything was gravy for you. Cap got drafted to turn an organization around, and he did it.
That's right, but I wasn't the only one who thought that. You had people around the league and the media. They saw him as a college prospect and said, yeah, that's him. He's got next.
I didn't always believe it. I'm going to tell you, but Cap did his thing. I can't argue anymore. His legacy is started.
Hey, your tune has changed, but the one thing that won't change is Cap's play. Stay here to see all of it on Maddencast.
Business as usual, you cost a couple thousands and millions and millions.
Going out tonight.
That's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down, but they couldn't stop it.
My phone is blown up right now.
I got millions. Got the inside my bag and out my feelings. Got a couple carbon copies. I got children. Only that's around me's my Brazilian. Moving militant, no regular civilian. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands or millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions. Alright.
Hey, what's up, champ? That was all you. Top of the world now.
Can I talk my...
Come on.
That other side.
The Oakland way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing. Why would I hold him much your ransom. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man. Then black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face brain. It was like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights from straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead to be like. So I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead to be like. Crazy, courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, but the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give up about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the fuck is biggest day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead to be like. So I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead to be like. Yeah, in London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no sign, know about these waves. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin.
Welcome to Maddencast, and Freddie T. Cap finished his year a great rookie season with the Super Bowl. What are you expecting in year 2?
I think he's going to run it back.
And max feel splurging. Living proof what you can have, keep working, okay? People let it talk, they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question.
Welcome to Maddencast, and Freddie T. Cap finished his year a great rookie season with the Super Bowl. What are you expecting in year 2?
I think he's going to run it back. Cap will be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy again and show you guys why he's going to be the face of the NFL.
Back-to-back Super Bowls? That ain't a long list, man. Cap did prove me wrong once. We'll see if he can do it again.
So, Freddie T, when we say face of the NFL, what's that mean?
The biggest star in the league. The best player in the NFL.
I think you're setting up Cap for disappointment, Freddie. Season 2 for Cap is about to start. Let's see what happens.
Season 1 said he's a superstar, but you can follow Season 2 here on Maddencast.
They love me, they love me. Come up on some earth and I'm dipping. I'm so sick of all you. Weak, lame. Sick of being so humble, man. It's dead for that, man. It's 2023. Maniacs. Who? Talk about, man. All I want to do is talk and talk and talk. I can really give up.
Welcome to Maddencast, and Freddie T. Cap finished his year a great rookie season with the Super Bowl. What are you expecting in year 2?
I think he's going to run it back. Cap will be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy again and show you guys why he's going to be the face of the NFL.
Back-to-back Super Bowls? That ain't...
When you win it. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around.
Yeah.
Listen, the best bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you have offended my clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm leading to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eating, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed.
You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me through the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that so. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.
to Maddencast. And Freddie T, Cap finished his year a great rookie season with the Super Bowl. What are you expecting in year 2?
I think he's going to run it back. Cap will be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy again and show you guys why he's going to be the face of the NFL.
Back-to-back Super Bowls? That ain't a long list, man. Cap did prove me wrong once. We'll see if he can do it again.
So, Freddie T, when we say face of the NFL, what's that mean?
The biggest star in the league. The best player in the NFL.
I think you're setting up Cap for disappointment, Freddie. Season 2 for Cap is about to start. Let's see what happens.
Season 1 said he's a superstar, but you can follow Season 2 here on Maddencast.
But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Playing by the rules.
I ain't playing with you. With these hands and do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing. I'ma show you what these hands and do.
Let me fix my cheeks real quick.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Seahawks and the Bills on Monday night.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but
the Bills offense, after a long summer, getting ready to go for the first time here in the preseason. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout. And you like him a lot, don't you?
I certainly do. He's my kind of player. He's everything that I am not. He's intense. He's driven. He's passionate. The kind of guy where people say, I want him on my team. And I'm glad he's on my team.
Dude, I want you on my team.
Oh, yeah.
I'm serious. You're intense. You're driven. Inside the 20. Now he's loose at the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. A good completion there. And Charles, quick letting the folks know, we'll likely only see the starters for a drive or two. They'll play the first quarter, probably not much more, and then they'll watch the remainder of the game from the sideline.
So that's a good rep then, right? Because that's all you're trying to get done. You won't be out there very long, so you want to make everything count. Be precise, be sharp, and there's a good example of it right there.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. to the air. Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And again, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a...
Welcome to Maddencast and Freddie T. Cap finished his year, a great rookie season with the Super Bowl. What are you expecting in year 2?
I think he's going to run it back. Cap will be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy again and show you guys why he's going to be the face of the NFL.
Back-to-back Super Bowls? That ain't a long list, man. Cap did prove me wrong once. We'll see if he can do it.
So, Freddie T, when we say face of the NFL, what's that mean?
The biggest star in the league. The best player in the NFL.
I think you're setting up Cap for disappointment, Freddie. Season 2 for Cap is about to start. Let's see what happens.
Season 1 said he's a superstar, but you can follow Season 2 here on Maddencast.
Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and the run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. How that shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and the rough. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a figure. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fat song. Pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she one of them. She pay her bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all up in. I drop with the whole world sing. Rock when I do like this, it's the big block door.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the club. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Come on, line, but you
scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See this?
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Saints and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches...
The Bills offense getting prepared to go to work here in the second week of the preseason. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout.
And he just never really became a big part of the attack last week. Just one catch for him in that ball game. He's not the type of guy who's going to complain to the coaching staff or the media. But you know, inside, he's burning to see that ball a few more times, and I think he will here.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Allen now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, and I think the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or they're starting to look like a good offensive football team?
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Allen to throw once more. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
The Bills offense back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen again. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills have broken the tie.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Allen. Open man, and again it's Sutton. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Allen gonna throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 3 yards out. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Inside the 10. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports
game. Still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Always nice to get a win. I need a burger or something.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about the future like
look like checks mix is post up, be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is a necklace. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me.
Ayy, they hit my designer for stinks. Double dip mine in the bleach. I'm block over short. I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking the top box seats. I'm watching all shit. They cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Bar. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Stretching out the character, the strippers like Titans. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased. Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Me, left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bills and the Eagles, next on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play.
The Bills offense ready to go here in this final tune-up before the start of the regular season. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout. He had the golden hands a week ago. Double-digit catches. Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive indeed, because when you put up those kind of numbers against an NFL defense, what's that old line that they like to use? He's like my favorite diner. Always open.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He completes this to Sutton. Into space at the 45. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From midfield, here's Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brent.
There he goes left side. There he goes again. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing? Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Allen. His throw incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not,
taking it right down Broadway. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Allen now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they wanted at least some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do, and here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir as time expires in the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead on a final play of the half.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Finding room at midfield.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Sutton.
Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Bills take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw, it's Allen. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Allen's throw is complete. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
25 yards that time.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
Keep it up, and you're locking a roster spot for sure, kid. Could knock that rust off, man. Man.